Here in Miami, Lone Depot Park, we've got open-air baseball for you on the show. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the Miami Marlins. First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about ready for baseball. Our starting pitcher in this one, Sandy Alcantara. What do you have on him, Siggy?
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because, you know, guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same-side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count, and to opposite guys be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
Ian Happ leading things off and takes a strike. That one misses, and 1-1. Cubs made Ian Happ a first-round pick in 2015. He played at the University of Cincinnati as an infielder. Played a little bit of outfield, but a guy in 2022. What a year, Chris. Both an all-star and a gold glover. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. And it's caught for the out. Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, I think the approach you take is really try to lay off of those pitches down in the zone until he gets some called strikes and then forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevated because guys that throw those sinkers, those two-seamers, really hard for them to be effective up in the zone. Those are pitches you can hammer, and when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
And that one a little below the knees, and a count now 2-0. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
You know, that's a swing you'll see a lot against a good sinker, just right over the top. Tough to barrel that up.
That misses, and that's ball 3.
Yeah, and wins that gold glove as a left fielder, and it's a guy that was a pretty good center fielder as well. But, you know, one of the things for him is just being able to be in the same spot every day. I think it increases the comfort level and allows that athletic ability to really shine.
That's hard hit on the line. And a base hit right there. So a man aboard now with one away. Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit.
Come on, Sandman.
Gets the outside corner with that one. Alcantara, multi-time All-Star. He features a sinker, a changeup, a four-seamer, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Man at first, one away. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
The 0-2. And misses inside. Tucker, the base runner at first with one out. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So here's the cleanup hitter, Michael Busch. That's way outside. Ball 1. He was late there. Strike 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. in the dirt, blocked. And a pitch. And that one is downstairs. And that's ball 3.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. One left for the Cubs. Now the Marlins will see what they can do. No score. You're dialed into the show. Back here in Miami, and our starting pitcher here today, Shota Imanaga.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Bottom of the first. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Xavier Edwards. And there's the strike. That clips the corner.
Well, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
The other way, and it goes just foul. The shortstop takes the ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
That pitch just misses the inside corner. The count now 2-2. Up the middle and a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
So up next, Connor Norby. Fouled off down the right side. Yeah, big swing and a miss. Nobody out. Runner at first. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Jesus Sanchez will hit next. And that one fouled off. And that one is inside ball 1. Off the mark there. And that's ball 2. And a swing and a miss there.
2-2 to count.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Jonah Bride, the next up for the Marlins.
Let's go, Jonah. Come on, Miami.
Throw over to first. And he's out. And they got him. That ends the inning. And the Marlins down quietly. Scoreless after 1. Dansby Swanson stands in. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. High fly ball out to center field. Hill brings it in, and there's one away. So here's Horner now. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
He caught it behind his back, and that's a great play for the out. Pete Crow Armstrong now at the plate. First pitch, not close. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss. Next offering is in for a strike.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
That one ran inside, almost got him. Second inning here, no score. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Myers sizes this one up, and that is that. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And at the plate for Miami, Jonah Bride. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. Shota back to work. Fastball for a strike.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. That's too low. And that's ball 1. Just missed. And he hits a ground ball right side. The flip to the pitcher covering, and quickly one away in the second. And up next for Miami, Matt Mervis. Shota, an all-star a season ago, 31 years old, and he was born in Japan. Hit on the ground to short. Swanson fires across the diamond. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. And now for the Marlins, Dane Myers. Pitch misses. 1-0. And there's a ball.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Fouls one off. 2-2. 2 out, space is empty. And now it's filled up. Out to short. Swanson slings it across. Marlins set down in order. So they make short work of them there. We played 2 full. No score. So up now for Chicago, Gage Workman. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
0-1. Nope. That's inside.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Left field, way back there. Ranging back to the warning track. Makes the catch.
Thought that was a no-doubter. Like the wind was holding that in this ballpark.
And now it's Miguel Amaya. Right through there for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
1 out, bases empty. There's a swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And a swing and a miss. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
So the batting order turns over. Ian Happ, the next to hit. Towards first, Mervis. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. We're tied, 0-0. Davison de los Santos digs in now. There's the strike at the knees. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Just 3 pitches for the punch out right there. Very efficient, I'll say, and started him out with off-speed stuff on the first 2 strikes. And at that point, as a hitter, it's hard to know what's coming 0-2. You want to stay back and try to be ready for something soft, but you also have to be able to hit the fastball. And if you are looking for something hard, it can be pretty tough to catch up to because you don't have a chance to time it. So he threw it right by him there and sent him packing.
Digging in, Derek Hill. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
I got 1 ball,
Still
1
tied
strike.
at 0, last of the 3rd. And that's in the dirt. Swing and a miss. Oh, and he lost the handle on that one.
Well, we talk about throwing the hands, but not the bat, man. You want to hold on to that thing, and you can see his teammates over there. If he doesn't come through with the knock, he's going to get some business when he goes back to the dugout.
Line drive, and there's a hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep, so pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And here is Nick Fortes in there at the knees. That's strike 1. Runner on the goal. On the ground right side, and a base hit. Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out.
Back-to-back base hits. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here. Inside, and that's ball 1. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. High in the air, out to right. Makes the grab, runner tagging from third. In comes the first run of the game as the Marlins take the lead.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins. You talk about the power and the speed together.
Well, we knew he was going to be a stud just coming up, making his way through the minor leagues, and quickly at this level, an impact player.
And first offering is fouled off. 1 run across in the frame so far here in the last half of the third. A little bit low.
Damn.
Outside low, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike. Full count.
In the dirt. Ground ball up the middle. Sneaks through. Base hit. And now 2 aboard. And at the plate for Miami, Jesus Sanchez. Struck out swinging his first time. Splits the plate. Strike 1. Two aboard, 2 outs. And that one is in for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Got him. Good job at damage control right there. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. 3 innings complete. It's the Marlins 1 and the Cubs nothing. So here's Kyle Tucker now. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Tucker, who's been an all-star and a Gold Glover.
You know, these Cubs, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Swings and misses, struck him out. And next is the designated hitter, Seiya Suzuki. Went down on strikes his first time through. Fastball for a strike.
Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
One down, base is empty. That's inside.
In.
Bounce to third. Tosses to first.
Oh, he's out.
2 quick outs here in the top of the fourth. So 2 down now, and here is Michael Busch. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. And a swing and a miss. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. That's a little bit low. Cut on and missed. Good changeup right there. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that one missing inside a sharp slider. Off the mark there. Full count now. The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Swanson in the box now. No balls and a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Marlins 1 and the Cubs nothing. Here's the second baseman, Jonah Bride. Grounded out his first time up. And that is in for a strike. It's 0-1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
And strike 2.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Fouled off the plate, they'll do it again. The 1-2. That one is upstairs. Slow roller to third. Workman. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away. So digging in, Matt Mervis. He's 0 for 1. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper.
You know, these Marlins showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Next offering is fouled back.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Really nice job working both sides of the plate for that strikeout. Started him off inside, then away, back inside again, and that one set him up for that last pitch on the outside part of the plate that he just swung right through. Pretty smooth sequence right there.
So up next, Dane Myers. 0 for 1 so far. Lifted in the air, right center field. Crow Armstrong running hard to get it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away. So now here's the DH, Davison De Los Santos. Struck out swinging his first time. Late with the swing there.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
0-1.
Squirts away a little bit. Two outs. Ground ball to the right side. And foul ball. Cut out and miss. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Marlins leave 1, but they still lead it 1-0. Nico Horner will come up to hit. Grounded out his first time. Alcantara back to work. And that's outside.
You know, these Cubs, from what we've seen, I think it's fair to wonder if they've been too patient at the plate. They've found themselves behind in the count quite a bit. They're trying to be patient, but it's mostly resulting in outs, not base runners. And you could argue it's making things more difficult at the plate.
Breaks his bat and pops it up. Puts it away for the out. Here's a speed threat, Pete Crow Armstrong. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms of the sport. And that skips in the dirt.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
And that drops in for a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. Next offering misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And down on strikes. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Gage Workman. Flied to left his first time. Workman, 25 years old. He's actually a former Rule 5 draft pick. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
2 down, nobody on. In the air, left field. Myers right there to make the grab. And that is that. And now for the Marlins, Derek Hill. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far.
Let's go Marlins!
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-1's the count.
Go Miami.
Next offering upstairs.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Just
that's
off
out.
the outside part of the plate.
Hey, you got this!
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Nick Fortes. Right down to shoot. And it's 0-1. And the sweeper
ball,
is
1
off the
strike.
plate. That was the
Inside
sweeper,
ball.
but it missed. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, that's the effect of the splitter that you're looking for on the mound. Really nice pitch right there and had him out in front over the top. I'm sure the batter was thinking he was getting something else, perhaps a fastball with a little more straight and velo to it.
Edwards
No, that's
up for
low.
the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. Swing and a foul. Pushed off to the right. Next offering in there for a strike. And that's strike 2. The shortstop takes the ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Good eye in that spot.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Got him. Dave Lawrence rings him up. Miami down in order, but they lead it 1-0. Well, 1-run game. Now the Cubs catcher, Miguel Amaya. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Fastball gets the inside corner at the knees.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch, and he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
Next offering is in for a strike. To the right side. Can't glove it cleanly. Gets off a throw, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
Ian Happ up to hit. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. There's a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
And a swing and a miss. Picks up strikeout number 7. Here's Kyle Tucker. 1 for 2. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Marlins 1 and the Cubs nothing. Now the number 2 hitter, Connor Norby. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. And a swing and a miss. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Ryan Brazier getting loose out there. Thielbar also throwing. That's in for a strike. Nasty pitch. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Happ makes the play, and there's one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Sanchez in the box again, takes a strike. And ball 1. Lined into left center field, and that's going to fall for a hit. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning. Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Jonah Bride. 0 for 2 in this one. That one ripped left field. Happ raging back towards the wall. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Well, off the bat, I thought for sure it had enough to get out of here, but that wind's kind of blowing in from left, and I think that's what made the difference.
And now the first baseman, Matt Mervis. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
In the dirt. To second, and he's out. Bang, bang play, and the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We're through 6 full. It's the Marlins 1 and the Cubs nothing. Well, 1-run game. Stepping in, Seiya Suzuki. There's a strike. Signs of activity in the pen for the Marlins. Anthony Bender, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Tinoco also getting ready. Looking to get the tying run on base.
One
that
ball,
one
one
well
strike.
upstairs. And it's 1-1. That one hooked foul. Just off the inside corner. 2-2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Inside, just missed.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
And here is Michael Busch. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
And that's in the dirt.
Yep.
Next offering is down low. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
He's got to throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
And here comes Dansby Swanson. And he can't come up with it. But they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. And the Cubs are down in order. They trail here 1-0. Righty reliever out of the pen, Ryan Brazier. So digging in, Matt Mervis. And that is out of play.
You know, these Marlins, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. In the air, right field. Tucker on the move. Hauls it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold on to it after contact. Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
On the outside corner, got him looking. Davison De Los Santos, the next up for the Marlins, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Popped up right side. Amaya gets under it. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Nothing doing for the Marlins, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Here's Nico Horner. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Calvin Fauché, the anchor of the staff, is getting ready to close this one out. Tinoco, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. In time, and a drop third strike leads to the first out.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down one, any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Crow Armstrong lays off down low as he digs in for the third time. And the 1-0. And he lays down a bunt. Bare hand scoop, throw to first, but he beats it. Nice try defensively, great hustle, and the tying run is on.
Maybe a little small ball is exactly what the doctor ordered to rev up this offense, and they've been pretty quiet all game, so maybe this wakes them up a bit and helps them get on the board.
Gage Workman getting ready to hit. First offering, runner goes, strike in there, safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base hits. We've got to make something happen to get a runner into scoring position. That stolen base, excellent call. Now, all it takes is perhaps a single to put a run on the board.
So the tying run at second, and that one fouled off.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
One ball, two strikes.
Got him looking. Now it doesn't strikeouts for him in this one.
Well, even if you don't feel great about it, you've got to swing the bat with two strikes in this situation. You've got the tying run out there in scoring position. Just put the ball in play. Maybe something good will happen. It just didn't look like he understood the situation.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Sandy Alcantara won't go any further, and he was excellent. Really controlled this game on the mound, and we'll have a new arm for you in a minute. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Calvin Fauché.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
And now, Miguel Amaya. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss.
No ball, two strikes.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Man at second. Waves at defender for the strikeout.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
So digging in, Derek Hill. Brazier back to work. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And
Oh,
it's
one's the
0-1.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly
one ball,
difficult
one
to
strike.
pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Let's go, Marlins.
1-1 now.
You can do it. Come on.
And it's fouled away.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Long run, tracks it down. And there's one down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Brazier measures 6 feet even, 37 years young. And they traded for him earlier this year. Fortes
That's a ball.
up for the 3rd time and takes ball 1. Foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Just
Oh, that's
missed. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter
3-2.
doesn't know what's coming next.
This is downstairs,
Ball 4.
and that's ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Edwards, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Swing and a foul out of play. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That misses. Now 1-2. 1-run game. 1 out. 1 on. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins. 1 for 3. And that's a little bit high. Ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Two outs. And another
that's
ball.
up there. Ball, that pitch is out.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
That's in there. And it's 3-1.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone.
On to Horner. That ends the inning. 1 left for Miami, but they're on top 1-0. So back to the top of the order. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Ian Happ. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Pitch is in there. Strike 1. And that one ripped into right. Down the line, and it's foul. Ripped on the ground to second in plenty of time to first, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
He's 2 outs away. Tucker now at the plate. Check swing called strike, and that's strike one. And fouled off. Swing and a drive. Deep left field. Bangs off the wall. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The relay, and he's safe. It's a wall ball double.
All over that one right there. Showed off some really nice oppo pop with that swing and just couldn't get it over the fence. But I absolutely love everything about that approach and the mechanics right there. A chance now to even the score and maybe extend this game.
And next for the Cubs, Seiya Suzuki. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And the first offering is not close. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. Ground ball left side. Now only 1 out remaining.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
So now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4-hole, Michael Busch. Trying to deliver as the hero.
He loves being the guy at the plate in these spots. You need to be careful with him because he can change this game rather quickly.
So the tying run at second. There's a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings and misses. Now 1-2.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to happen with 2 strikes.
1 strike away. Ripped on a line to center. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Marlins claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
Well, this one was all about the pitching and defense. Outstanding job of the pitchers, really attacking hitters, trusting what the catcher was putting down, and trusting the players standing behind him to make the plays defensively. Sometimes you want to see a high-scoring game, but sometimes you can appreciate the artistic beauty of what these pitchers did on the mound today.